Welcome to How to Be Fit Over 40 Midlife Conversations with Hicunni. This week, we are diving into the power of accountability in reaching your fitness goals. So, grab your smoothie or a cup of tea and join the conversation. Let's go. Hey there. So, we are going to talk about accountability. I recently started a push-up challenge for this month, and I not only got my family involved, but also some participants from my fitness class. So, super exciting. We started at the beginning of the month. Each day we add one push-up. All right. And even though we've already started, there's still time if you want to just join right in. You can start right where you are. If you need to just start from one and work your way up, that's totally fine too. But the main point is being able to add something to your fitness to-do list. So if you've been listening to my podcast lately, my episodes lately, we've been talking about the number one fitness item on your to-do list. So right now, this is our number one fitness item on our to-do list, the actual push-up challenge. And so super excited. We can go ahead and start with why accountability matters. Because you hear people talking about accountability. I always say accountability, make it count. Because with having accountability, it's great for motivation, right? It gives you a sense of community, knowing that you are not alone on your journey, and this can keep you motivated. Also, being able to be consistent because you have someone that's checking in on you, making sure that, everything is still going well on your routine, and just that encouragement, that extra little tap on the shoulder for encouragement, and just overall support. You need that overall support just to overcome any type of roadblocks that may come up, right? Because anything, I had to work late, I can't get my push-ups in. You don't have to do them all at once. If you can only do 5 at one point of the day and 5 at another point of the day, whatever it may be, but you are creating healthier habits. You're doing something different to move you closer to your fitness goals. So, as always, let's create that SMART goal. You want it to be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. Specific, let's say that word. The goal is to complete the push-up challenge. So at the end of the month, we'll be done with this push-up challenge. So the whole point, if you don't want to add whatever date that you listen to this podcast, when this podcast airs, if you don't want to do that amount of push-ups, it's quite all right. It's quite all right. You can start where you are, but every day increase the number every day until the end of the month. If you want to go ahead and keep up and catch up with us, fine, go ahead and do it. Now, it can be regular push-ups, it can be push-ups on your knees, if you want to do wall push-ups, whatever whatever you're going to do, make sure that number one, you are cleared, you have medical clearance to be able to do push-ups, making sure any type of new format, exercise modality, regimen that you add, make sure that you have medical clearance to be able to do these types of things, all right? And so number two, wherever you want to start, decide what type of push-up. If you've never done push-ups a day in your life, you may want to start with a wall push-up. It's totally fine. You want to make it measurable. You want to track the number of push-ups that you do, all right? Track it. So if you're listening and you've already started push-ups for this month, every day that whatever that date is, that that's the number of push-ups that you should be doing. Now, if you're just starting, make sure that you keep track of your push-ups. Say if you start with 1, the next day is going to be 2, and then 3, then 4. Or say if you started with 5, and the next day you may want to go up to 6. So track that. Make sure that you know how many you're doing per day. And then making it achievable. Make sure it's realistic once you increase that per day. If you're saying this still is too much, you may want to go per week. So look to see, of course, the calendar, how many more weeks we have. You may want to add a certain amount per week. Whatever it may be, start where you start, okay? Whatever it is, start where you can start. And then making it relevant. This should be tied directly to improving your upper body strength, your overall fitness. And it's very, very crucial for us to do this as we age. If you are listening to this podcast, most likely you are someone that's over 40. Maybe not. Maybe you want to get a sneak peek of what you should start doing now before you turn 40. Whatever it may be, and making sure it's relevant. And then time bound, making sure that this will run through the end of the month. All right. So on the last day, on the 30th, that concludes that, you wrap up your push-ups and that's it. And just making sure that your accountability partner is checking in on you as well. If you need me to hold you accountable, 864-406-9109. Send a text. It's a Google text number. You can text and say, hey, can you hold me accountable? And tell me the time, and I'll send you a text back for that time to hold you accountable. So you may say, oh, I like this, but going forward, I want to set my own challenges. So one thing you can do is just invite people. If you want to do a challenge with me, a different challenge, let me know. You want to get people involved, your family, your friends, your class, whatever it may be, and just set that clear goal so everyone knows what to expect and how to track so everyone can be on the same page, making sure also you have a clear schedule to make sure everybody is being checked in on. So if you got a group of people, it's 10 people, if you want to assign accountability partners or let people, be grouped together, or just decide every few days you're going to send a text to check in. That's something that I've been doing, just sending a text and just a reminder, hey, it's still time. If you want to get in there, make sure you do your push-ups, whatever, just so it can be something that's not, fill your crowd out, just making sure it's not too much pressure that you're putting on them, but letting people know also that you are there for them. And then providing that support of celebrating and encouraging their wins. When they get to that midway mark, you may want to do a great shout out just of, congratulations, we're halfway there. Thank you so much for participating, and whatever else you want to say. So if you are ready to actually start your own group, you need support, feel free to reach out to me again, 864-406-9109. Just let me know. And let me know what you're looking for, and we can get started, because guess what? Accountability, make it count. So until next time, nutrition is more than what you eat and the weight that you carry. Talk to you soon.